Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro League. Currently, Epsilon going up against Elevate. Epsilon lead the series 2-1 in a hardpoint retreat. We're joining it just a little bit late, but Elevate currently have a 2-point lead, so you haven't really missed much.
No, you haven't missed anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty much 0-0.
Yeah, I guess you could look at it like that. Apathy, starting strong at a 7-5 performance. Of course, this is going to be an Epsilon host, and that's going to be so important. Royalty, what are you going to be running? That's the question on my mind. It's going to be the SMG. We'll see exactly how he makes it work. Had a great performance on host in map number 1. Needs to do similar things again here, and it's actually started off very similar to the first hill, or the first hardpoint game. Pretty even off the break. Elevate had a little bit of a lead. Epsilon came back, it was tied. But then out of nowhere, Epsilon just kind of locked it down.
Right. Exactly kind of how the first one went on, but I mean, Apathy, he's going to play like this. This is going to a game 5. Kind of feel like this series has the making of a game 5. I feel like Epsilon's really good when everything's going right. And then as soon as one thing goes wrong, I feel like they kind of crumble a little bit. We saw that at Season 3 relegation. You know, everything was going right for them all weekend long. As soon as they started to lose against ISO, then you start to see the wheels kind of fall apart. And now, to Elevate getting off to a big early lead here.
How do you fix something like that, though? Like, when it does start to fall apart, like, what is the fix to that? Is there even
You just can't be that weak-minded. And, you know, one thing goes wrong, and then you just kind of give up.
So I guess there really isn't a fix to that.
No, I mean, you're not...
Basically, just don't cry about it.
Right. I think there's a difference between... That's like where you see, like, the difference between, like, winners and, like, people who just conveniently win. Right? Yeah. I think...
The mindset.
The mindset of like a winner, like a mindset of a champion is like, you lose, who cares? Just move on to the next game and then put it together there. It's not like you sit around, you dwell, and you cry about it. I mean, you know, we see a lot of young players, like they kind of get into the whole, like they complain, cry, it's always got to be somebody's fault in a loss. It's like sometimes losses just happen. I mean, sometimes you're just not better than the other person. You just kind of have to like suck it up and own it, or just get better and not complain about it. And I think, you know, this Epsilon team, you know, after that loss right there in that uplink, it was a pretty bad loss. You needed to bounce back strong after that. I mean, this goes to a game 5. I think Elevate takes it in a wash.
Yeah, without a doubt. They're kind of crumbling as well at the start of this game. Elevate all over them, and it's been this man on your screen who's been doing a lot of dirty work on the hardpoint. Apathy at 14 and 11. Saints, Mr. Consistent Slaying, is doing just that, 16 and 11. A 91 to 36 point lead has started to develop. And Epsilon finally getting some time on the hardpoint, but not going to be much. All the players go down. They're really struggling to control the spawns as a little bit of a split spawn does come in. 4 seconds left. Royalty just kills that.
I mean, Apathy only died because he just doesn't have any bullets. Yeah.
I mean, he just lunged at him with
the only reason Apathy dies, and it's going to be Epsilon. Looks like they're going to win this rotation. It looks like Classic going to win a gunfight. He's going to hang out outside of lobby. Going to be ready to push as soon as his teammates get over there to support. And now you're going to see the flood start to come in from the Elevate squad as Epsilon has to defend this hill.
Yeah, these are big kills coming in from Epsilon. They've managed to reduce it down to 30 points, but Nagafen got caught looking the wrong way. Royalty in a position to trade the kill, but he's going to have 7 bullets left. Huge win from him. Opens up the hill for his teammate Swanee, but he can't return the favor as everyone from Epsilon just falls like flies as they push onto their hardpoint. Royalty trying to make a impressive little jump there, but unable to do so, and a little bit of time wasted is going to result in him dying. 102 to 65, just when it looked like Epsilon were mounting a little bit of a comeback. Elevate.
They get some time back there, Epsilon. I think at this point you just need to really focus, buckle down here in the second half, get the 2 money hills that you know you can take tons of time on.
Classic, just a little bit of lag there from him. He drops down. It's going to be Epsilon on the first hardpoint. Classic just kills one, waltzes in. Remy looking to trade. Lots of kills going in Epsilon's favor. The assist comes in thanks to Nagafen. He's trying to control towels, but again, I feel like it's not really, I don't want to say predicting this one. That was a really good example of them actually doing it correctly. But in the first cycle of hills especially, they would kind of get, you know, 2-3 players down and not really look in the correct spawns,
right,
and just get pinched, and then they lose a lot of time.
And you like what you're seeing out of Epsilon here at the beginning of this second rotation. I mean, they're able to hold this hill for a little bit of time, and this is just bonus time for them. I mean, they're able to get
deja vu of that first game.
If they can get to, you know, 95 points, kind of keep Elevate around this area, you could see Epsilon rotating early, taking the first 20-30 seconds to this next hill, making it a game.
Oh, Nagafen does win the gunfight. Nicely played. 121 to 94. More importantly, though, it's Epsilon with the spawns. And in a blink of an eye, Epsilon are coming back into this one.
They killed this first round of Elevate players. They're going to come right back into this game, probably take the lead. You're going to have Apathy on the hill. Remy's going to win that fight, though. Player jumping over pool wall. Remy's not able to win that. You see 2 kills coming in the kill feed for Elevate. They're able to break it. Epsilon needs to break this right away. This is one of the hills that they can hold and take a ton of time on, Ben.
Oh, Remy actually just team killed Nagafen there, and that could be costly.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be costly.
The stomp. Nagafen now has to kind of wait a little bit, but a little bit overzealous. Push through. Remy now is going to push as an individual. This probably isn't going to end well. He's already one shot. He's going to die. Royalty not able to trade. 4 players go down, and just when Epsilon were doing everything right, they kind of make a bit of a mistake right there.
Still only going to be down about 30-something points going into this next hill, but that Remy team kill on Nagafen, you may be looking back at that saying that was the the mistake of the game right there.
I mean, if they don't do that, they pick up, what, maybe 10, 15 seconds?
Right.
This is a 20-point game.
Yeah.
As opposed to, in fact, it'd be even less than that. It'd be like a 15-point game instead of, 30-plus game. But Swanee now has a huge job of controlling towers. 3 players go down. Again, Epsilon trying to claw themselves back into this game. 150 to 124. Still just 2.5 minutes left in the game and 37 seconds left on this hill. Now, down by 20 points. Swanee trying to hold that backside. Nagafen's life is so important here. 1 player goes down, 2 players go down, 3 players go down. Nagafen and Royalty locking it down as Nagafen turns around, picks up another one. However, the hard point will be contested. And Nagafen is just slaying absolutely everything right now, Matt. That's incredible performance from him.
Yeah, Nagafen going absolutely big there, Ben. Only going to be down by 10 points. Can Epsilon make the comeback? If they hold on to this hill and then get that bottom one, even if they split the time there, you'd like their chances going into the final hill.
They're going to get a little bit of momentum now, as it's going to be under a 10-point game after watching them get what seemed like obliterated. They are making that comeback. Royalty's going to be on the half-point classic, desperately trying to put a stop to it. Of course, Epsilon do lead the series at 2 to 1, 154 to 147 now. Slack's going to be on the half-point for Elevate. He's giving away his position, needs to jump away. Challenges, he's going to fall though. And these next couple of kills are so big. Royalty's going to drop. Remy and Nagafen still alive, but it's just an open half point essentially. Elevate are just getting a little bit of scrap time here and there. They're winning those huge trades on the half point, which is massive for them. Royalty getting so ambitious, just flooding through. But it is Epsilon who do have that favorable score map, but they're just not getting any of this hill time.
Right, if they can go down into the last hill though, Ben, only down by 12 to 15 points, you got to feel pretty good about their chances. It looks like it's going to be a little bit more than that as they're going to start to rotate, and it is going to be basically, basically a 30-point game. You can't make a mistake. If they could have kept it to within even 20, probably a pretty good chance they come back.
And they're all dying as well. It looks good for Elevate. Somehow Epsilon are going to have to make a huge play, and it's probably going to come from this man on your screen. It's going to be Royalty. We've seen them defend 1 wave of Elevate plays. We've seen them defend 2, but now they need to do what they haven't done thus far in the game and defend 3 whole waves, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do so. Elevate just breeze through onto the hard point, and with 30 seconds left, Elevate in control. Matt,
barely.
This one is going to a game.
Barely going to hold on is Elevate. Epsilon started to mount the comeback there in the second half, but Elevate too strong throughout the game. Apathy just put up massive numbers the entire time. Very strong, running an AR and SMG the entire game. Going to be looking into Game 5 though, Ben. I think Elevate definitely has the advantage going into that one. Gonna expect them to probably take that one, and which would be a crushing loss for Epsilon. Epsilon needs this Game 5. I mean, for any type of confidence going forward, they need to win this Game 5.
I mean, they go 2-0 up. Everything is looking great, and then all of a sudden it's taken away from them.
Right.
Just like that. Could have closed it out in 3. Remy underperformed. Goes over to the 4th map, and unfortunately just don't win those clutch gunfights. Royalty 41 and 37. Did everything he possibly could, but just a tad unfortunate there for him. And now, of course, we go back over to an Elevate host as well. Bear that in mind for the final game. So Elevate most likely going to try and steal it in 5. Let's look at the scoreboard. For now, that quick commercial break. When we return, we're going to Game 5.